All right, everybody, welcome back to the deep dive. Today, we're diving into something that can really make or break your local SEO, localized landing pages.
It's one of those things that sounds simple on the surface, but there's a lot more to it than just like swapping out a city name here and there.
Yeah, exactly. And I think a lot of businesses can treat them as an afterthought, you know,
Yeah.
like, oh, yeah, we got to have those. But they don't really put in the effort to make them truly effective.
Right. They just think, okay, I have a website, I'm good. But when you really want to dominate local search, you got to get granular.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. And, I was doing some research for this episode, and I stumbled across something fascinating, some actual Google patents that give us a peek behind the curtain of how they rank these localized pages.
Oh, yeah. I'm always up for a little Google patent deep dive.
So these patents, and I've got the numbers here somewhere, US 2010400172796A1. I mean, they sound super technical, but bear with me.
Okay, I'm grabbing my notepad.
They basically lay out how Google evaluates local relevance. And the crazy thing is, it's not rocket science. Yeah. They spell it out pretty clearly.
Which is, I think, good news for us. Means we can actually use this info to our advantage.
Exactly. So before we get too deep into the patent stuff, let's just define what we mean by localized landing pages for anyone who might be new to this whole thing.
Sure, yeah. So imagine you're a plumber in Chicago. Now, a localized landing page wouldn't just be about plumbing services in Chicago. It would be way more specific, like plumber in Lincoln Park or plumber in Wicker Park.
Gotcha. So basically a page for each specific neighborhood or area you serve. And that's where those geo-targeted keywords come in, right?
Yeah, exactly. Because someone searching plumber near me in Lincoln Park is going to have different needs and expectations than someone searching the same thing in, let's say, Wrigleyville.
Right, makes total sense. And these Google patents, they basically confirm that this kind of hyper-local focus is what Google is looking for, don't they?
Absolutely. They talk a lot about the importance of geo-targeted content and keywords using location-specific language. It's not just about stuffing keywords in there, though.
No, it's got to be genuine, right? Like actually providing useful, relevant information for someone in that specific neighborhood.
Exactly. Google is getting smarter and smarter. They can tell if you're just trying to game the system with generic, duplicated content. They want to see that you're really putting in the effort to make each page unique and valuable.
Mm. And I think this is where a lot of businesses fall short, right? They maybe create a template and just swap out the neighborhood name, but Google sees right through that.
Yeah, you need to go deeper. Think about what makes each neighborhood unique. What are the specific problems people there face? And how can your business address those?
So let's say you're that plumber in Lincoln Park. Maybe you mentioned some common plumbing issues in those older brownstone buildings or something, right?
Exactly. Or if you're a restaurant, talk about how you source ingredients from local farmers markets in that area or, highlight any special events or promotions that are going on in the neighborhood.
Great examples. It's really about thinking like your customer, right? What would make them click on your page over the competition's?
Totally. And this is where getting creative can pay off big time. Maybe you include some photos of your team volunteering at a local charity or, feature a customer testimonial from someone who lives in that neighborhood.
Love that. It really adds that human touch, shows that you're not just some faceless corporation, but you're a part of the community.
And these patents also talk about the importance of structured data, which might sound kind of intimidating, but it's actually pretty straightforward.
Structured data. That's one of those things I hear thrown around, but I'm not entirely sure what it means in practice.
Okay, so think of it like this. Google needs a way to understand the information on your page. Structured data is basically like adding labels to the content so that Google can easily read and categorize it. It's like, hey, Google, this is our business address, this is our phone number, these are our opening hours, and so on.
Ah, okay. So it's all about making it as easy as possible for Google to connect the dots between your business and searches in that specific location.
Exactly. And it makes a huge difference in local rankings.
Okay, so we've got unique, localized content, geo-targeted keywords, and structured data. That's a lot to keep track of. Is there like a system or a checklist to make sure we're hitting all the right points when creating these pages?
There absolutely is. There's this amazing resource that I always recommend, the GMB Crush 30 Days Ranking Challenge.
Okay, I've heard of that. Tell us more.
It's a step-by-step system. It walks you through creating these geo-targeted landing pages, optimizing them for local SEO. And then, the best part is it shows you how to track your results so you can see what's working.
So it's like having a roadmap to local SEO success, huh? And that's crucial because, sometimes you feel like you're just throwing things at the wall and hoping something sticks. But this sounds much more strategic.
Right. And you can actually scale this process up for multiple locations, which, let's be real, most businesses need to do.
Yeah, and I think that's another area where people get overwhelmed, the thought of creating dozens of unique pages.
Hmm.
But this challenge breaks it down into manageable steps.
Exactly. And it helps you avoid that dreaded duplicate content issue.
Oh yeah, Google hates that, don't they?
Big time. And it can really hurt your rankings. So this challenge really emphasizes creating unique content for each location, finding those local nuggets that will resonate with potential customers.
Man, I wish I had known about this stuff when I was starting out. It would save me so much time and frustration.
Oh yeah, me too. It's like once you understand the rules of the game, it all becomes so much clearer.
Absolutely. So I think the big takeaway here is creating effective localized landing pages isn't just some technical SEO thing. It's really about connecting with your local customers on a deeper level, showing them that you understand their needs and you're the best choice for them.
Totally. And when you combine that with these SEO strategies, the results can be pretty amazing.
So true. Well, I think we've given everyone a lot to digest today, tons of actionable insights. But before we wrap up, I have a question for everyone listening. Think about your business and the different areas you serve. What are some unique hyperlocal details you could include on your landing pages to really make them stand out and resonate with potential customers in each specific location? What makes your business the best choice in their neighborhood? Get creative, and then head over to GMB Crush and check out that 30 Days Ranking Challenge to put all of this into action.
Yeah, that challenge is gold. I can't recommend it enough.
And as always, thanks for tuning in to the Deep Dive. We'll catch you next time.
See you then.